Welcome to the First Mentor Podcast. Here, you will hear us talk about a variety of topics for the entire family that will hopefully spark a discussion, create a new curiosity, or simply teach you something new. The goal is to inspire you to learn life skills and soft skills not taught in school and prepare you to live an extraordinary life. Come on and spend some time with us on your commute to school or anytime you're free.
Hello, everyone. Thanks so much for joining us today. This is your host, Vanessa Yang, along with her two co-hosts, Summer and Ardino99. And we would like to welcome you to join us for episode 12 of the First Mentor Podcast, which is actually our first time covering a general knowledge topic. In this episode, we'll be talking about geography and some of the continents, countries, and capital of our beautiful Earth. You have probably learned about the continents at some point during school, or are most likely familiar with most of the countries we'll be mentioning during this episode. But how many of their capitals can you actually name? Believe it or not, some of these countries and capitals were actually a little bit challenging to pronounce as well. Hope you'll learn something new, or at least get a refresher of what you already know. And again, as a family, I would like to invite you to really have a discussion, talk a little bit more, and use this as a jumping board. And please remember, after the podcast, or even now if you'd like to, don't forget to subscribe or add us to your favorite list if you haven't already done so. Okay, let's dive right into the episode and get it started by reviewing the continents on our planet Earth. And it's widely recognized that we have how many continents?
7.
Okay, without peeking and cheating, can you guys name the 7 continents, please?
Okay, there's Antarctica, North America, South America, Asia, and Europe.
Okay, 5.
Africa,
good.
And also Australia.
Oh, very good.
Bravo.
Oh, applause. You got all 7. So just to repeat really quick, Summer, can you repeat them?
Sure. Okay, so there's Australia, Asia, Antarctica, Europe. Did I say Asia already?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, sorry. North America, South America. What else did I not say?
Okay, let me just make it in alphabetical order. That might be easier. So we have Africa, Antarctica, Asia, Australia, Europe, North America, and South America. And one of the things I've done is actually to buy you guys a globe many years ago, which we don't really touch that much. It's been collecting dust, unfortunately. But let's use this episode and look at it a little bit. And if you at home, at our audience, if you actually have a globe or a map, or you want to pull one just to look along with us, please do so. You can pause this podcast if you'd like, just to grab it. But I think it's really helpful just to have a visual right next to you. But let's go into each of our continents really quick and also look into some of the more well-known countries and capitals within each of the continents. And we'll start with Africa. So Africa, can you guys find it on the globe? Oh,
Right here.
Summer's already staring at it. Great. And some of the biggest countries in Africa by populations are Nigeria, Ethiopia, Egypt, the Democratic Republic of the Congo, Tanzania, South Africa, Kenya, Algeria, Uganda, and Sudan.
I have no idea what most of those countries or states are.
I know, these are countries. So look at the globe. You see the shape of Africa. So Africa is south of which continent? Can you see?
No.
What's this? Europe.
Yes.
Oh,
So
Europe.
Africa is south of Europe. And here are some of the countries. And let's see really quick. Can anybody find Nigeria?
Right here. It's
Okay.
purple on our.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
purple right
well,
there.
that's the color on our, but it's probably the color somewhere else.
It's right next to the R. It's like on the R.
Oh, okay. So Nigeria, I would say, is in that little corner in the southwest, if you want to look at it, right? And the capital of Nigeria is
Abuja.
Abuja. Very good. So
Abuja.
Abuja. And then the next one is Ethiopia.
Right here, it's red on the A.
Yeah, it's on the
Okay,
A, so
looking
it's
at
more
it.
on the east side, kind of middle on the east, right? On the continent. And the capital of Ethiopia is Addis Ababa, right? And then very important and probably the most famous African country is Egypt. Who knows what the capital for Egypt is?
It says it right here, but I'm not sure how to pronounce it.
Okay, it's called Cairo.
Cairo.
Cairo. So
Cairo.
Egypt is on the northeastern part of Africa, right?
Yes.
And then if we look a little bit further, the Democratic Republic of Congo. It's right in the middle. You see this here?
Oh,
Oh,
right
The-
there.
yeah. The Democratic Republic of Congo with the capital of Kinshasa. I hope I said that correctly, but as far as if I remember my research correctly, it's Kinshasa. Okay, now we go into Tanzania. Can you guys see it?
Right here.
Right here, which is what? It's the use your directions to explain it.
It's more on like the southeast.
Yes, more the southeastern, but middle, right? Kind of.
Yes.
Yes. And Tanzania, interestingly, actually has two different capitals. One is Dar es Salaam, and the other is Dodoma, which is the legislative part. So what I've learned as I looked into this is actually that some countries actually have multiple capitals. Sometimes maybe in transition, and sometimes because they're looking, and they have like each capital has a different purpose. So South Africa is a very good example for that, as it has multiple capitals. So South Africa is where?
On the very bottom, the very south.
Very south, because that's what it's called, South Africa. So hope that helps. So South Africa, Cape Town is where the parliament sits. And that's where the parliament has the power to make law. Pretoria is where the president sits and his cabinet, or his or her cabinet. And Bloemfontein is the seat of the Supreme Court. And Johannesburg is the Constitutional Court. So South Africa, as I mentioned earlier, has multiple capitals. Ardino 99, can you help us locate Kenya?
It's right here.
Oh, thank you, Summer. So Kenya is where, Ardino 99?
Here.
Yes.
It's north of Tanzania.
Okay. North and south of Ethiopia, right? Kenya's capital is Nairobi.
Nairobi.
Okay. So, one of you, can you just repeat for me quickly? What is the capital of Nigeria?
Nigeria's
Is
capital is
Aju-
Abuja.
Abuja. Ethiopia's capital is
Addis Ababa.
Addis Ababa.
Something like that.
How about Egypt's capital?
Cairo.
Very good. Democratic Republic of the Congo.
Kinshasa.
Kinshasa. These are hard to pronounce, aren't they? How about for Tanzania?
Tanzania is Dodoma and Dar es Salaam.
Very good. And for South Africa?
I don't know how to pronounce.
I know.
Cape Town.
Cape Town's one.
Johannesburg.
Yes.
Is it
Pretoria.
Pretoria
And Bloemfontein. Bloemfontein.
Blue.
I have to look that up again. Bloemfontein. How about for Kenya?
That's Nairobi.
Nairobi.
Nairobi. Aren't these difficult to pronounce?
Yeah.
Yes, but it's good for us to look into it, because just because it's difficult for us doesn't mean we shouldn't know, right? So let's look at the next continent, Asia. Let's turn the globe a little bit.
It's
Here.
big.
Yes, Asia's made out of many different countries. And the largest countries by the most population is mainly located in the eastern or the northern hemispheres, right? And here are some of the largest and most known countries and their capitals.
China.
China. What's China's capital?
Beijing.
Very good. What's the next one?
India.
India. What's India's capital? New Delhi.
Oh.
Indonesia.
Where is Indonesia?
Yeah, let's move the map here a little bit. Where are you? Here. Indonesia is here.
Where? Oh, this.
Yeah,
is
it's
Indonesia?
multiple islands. Indonesia's capital is Jakarta. Okay, give me another country. Arjun. Japan.
Which is in
Tokyo.
Tokyo.
Very good. Another one.
Also Korea, Seoul, Korea.
Seoul is for South Korea, and North Korea is Pyongyang.
Thailand.
Thailand. What's Thailand's capital?
Bangkok.
Bangkok. Very good. Then next we have the Philippines.
Its capital, I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing.
Manila.
Okay, Manila.
And another country?
Vietnam.
Vietnam. Vietnam's capital is Hanoi. And then one more? Malaysia.
Oh.
That's
Malaysia is Kuala Lumpur, right? So some of these are difficult as well.
Singapore.
Singapore is very unique because it's kind of like an island. So the capital of Singapore is
What?
Singapore.
Oh.
Yeah, because it's just like an island.
Yes, that's right.
So let's review really quick. Ardino 99, would you like to review for us?
Okay. China's capital is Beijing. India's capital is New
Delhi.
Delhi. And then Indonesia's capital is
Jakarta.
Jakarta.
And then Japan's capital is Tokyo. South Korea's is Seoul.
Seoul.
And then North Korea is Pyongyang.
Pyongyang.
One of them, Arden.
What? I can't pronounce this.
Okay, Pyongyang. Okay, then for Thailand.
Thailand is Bangkok.
Okay, then what else?
Philippines.
Is Manila.
Manila, yes.
And then Vietnam is Hanoi.
Hanoi.
Hanoi. And then Malaysia is
Kuala Lumpur.
Kuala Lumpur.
Okay,
And then
remember
Singapore
this.
is Singapore.
Yes, this is the easiest. So there will be a test later on.
What?
Yes. And then one of the next continents is Australia. And Australia is also known as Oceania. And it includes the mainland of Australia, right? With Sydney as the capital. And some of the bigger islands around it, such as New Zealand, Tasmania, New Guinea, at least the eastern half of it only, and many thousands of tiny and tropical islands and around the regions throughout the South Pacific. So Australia is very unique in that sense too, and very gorgeous and beautiful. What's Australia known for? What do you think about when you think Australia?
Basically kangaroos and koalas.
Yes.
Yeah. And also, what's that called? Platypus, I think.
Are they from Australia too?
Yeah?
Okay.
I'm pretty sure.
Okay, great. And now the next continent is probably one of the more well-known, Europe, right? And let's turn the globe to Europe, which is where on the map?
It is north of Africa.
Very good.
And west of Asia.
Very, very good, Summer.
Germany.
And yes, and Germany is the first one, which is the largest country with the largest population. And Germany's capital is what, Summer?
Berlin.
Berlin.
And then Italy.
Italy is what?
Pizza. Pizzeria.
Yes, but that's not the capital of Italy. Pizza.
The capital of Italy is Rome.
Very good. And then we have France.
Paris.
Paris.
Yes. Then we have United Kingdom.
United Kingdom is all the way up here.
England. Scotland.
I'm guessing it's the capital's London.
London.
Okay. It is
And
London.
one of the interesting things, so people normally just say England, right? But if you look at it correctly, it's actually the United Kingdom, which is made out of England, Scotland, Wales, and Northern Ireland. All 4 parts make up United Kingdom, with the capital being London. Did you guys know that?
I did
No.
not.
Yes, I think I learned this in geography class many, many years ago, forgot about it, and made the mistake again as well to just say England, but it's actually United Kingdom, the UK. So Netherlands. Netherlands has also another name. What is Netherlands also known for as?
I'm not sure.
Holland.
Oh,
Yes, so Holland and Netherlands is the same country. It's a small country, but gorgeous one. And what is Holland or Netherlands' capital?
let's see. I'm just gonna move the globe so we can see.
Amsterdam?
Very good, Amsterdam. And then we also look at Greece. Now, Greece is known for their methodology. At least Summer loves Greek myths, right?
Mm-hmm.
And so I expect you to know what is Greece's capital.
Athens.
Very good. And then we look at Sweden. Now, Sweden, oh, actually, let's look at really quick Sweden, Norway, and Denmark. Those 3, people call them Scandinavia many times, right? So Sweden's capital is what?
Sweden's capital is Stockholm.
Stockholm, yes. How about Norway's capital?
Norway is Oslo.
Oslo. And then Denmark's capital is
Denmark.
Copenhagen. Okay. So again, Sweden with Stockholm, Norway with Oslo, and Denmark's capital being Copenhagen. Another country very well known is Spain. What's Spain's capital?
I don't know.
Madrid.
Oh, that's right.
In Switzerland. Switzerland's capital is Bern. A lot of people think it's Zurich, but it's not. Zurich is more well known. Switzerland's capital is Bern. Switzerland should be west of Germany, but it's really small here.
Oh, there it is.
So you can't really see it. But people always say, I am like Switzerland. That means really neutral, because throughout all the wars, Switzerland has been pretty neutral. So next is Poland.
Poland. I saw Poland. Where's Poland?
Poland, I give you a hint, is east of Germany.
East. Oh,
Northeast,
there it
yes.
is.
And Poland's capital, can you see it?
Warsaw.
Warsaw.
Oh, I can't.
And then we have Portugal. Let's travel to Portugal really quick.
Portugal is
Very west.
west.
West of Spain. Right here.
Oh, there it is.
West of Spain with the capital of Lisbon. Okay. So there's many countries in Europe, right? So it's a little bit hard. But just really quick as a refresher, Germany with Berlin, Italy's capital is Rome, France has Paris, United Kingdom is London, Netherlands is Amsterdam, Greece is Athens, Sweden, Stockholm, Norway, Oslo, Denmark, Copenhagen, Spain with Madrid, Switzerland has Bern, Poland has Warsaw, and Portugal has Lisbon. Wow, that's a lot of countries and capitals. So let's go to North America, where we live. North America is the northern hemisphere and almost all within the western hemisphere, right? And North America is a little bit interesting to look at, because North America, you can view it in different ways, but let's look at it in 3 different ways. So if you look at the main 3 countries.
United States.
Okay, what else?
Canada?
And?
Mexico.
And Mexico. Yes, if you look at it in the main 3 countries, North America is made up of United States, Canada, and Mexico. But if you want to split up United States of America in 10 countries, then we include United States, Canada, and Mexico, but we also add Central America, which is Guatemala, Nicaragua, Costa Rica, and El Salvador. Or you can look at North America by 23 countries, which is USA, Canada, Mexico, Central America, and the Caribbean islands. There's many, many small but gorgeous Caribbean islands, right? Some of them are here. Cuba, Dominican Republic, Antigua, and so on and so forth. So many different ones, right?
There's also Jamaica.
Yes, so all of those make up North America. But some of the largest countries and their capitals are what? We said United States, so we should all know what the capital for United States is, right?
Washington, D.C.
Very good. How about the capital for Canada?
The capital for Canada would be where is it?
Ottawa. Right here. It's close to Toronto.
Oh.
Right?
Mexico.
And Mexico's capital is what?
Mexico City.
Very good. Mexico's capital is Mexico City. Then we have Guatemala. It has this.
Guatemala City?
Yes, Guatemala City. And so on and so forth. There's so many that we cannot go over all of them at the same time, right? And now, last but not least, because Antarctica we will probably discuss very shortly, but for South America, which is obviously south of North America, it also has many countries. Unfortunately, we've been to many parts of the world, but we have not had the chance to hit or visit South America yet. So some of the more famous countries and with the most population is Brazil. So Brazil's capital is, can you see it somewhere?
Let's see. Brazil would be.
Where's Brazil?
Is Brazil?
Okay.
Look for it real quick.
Here, it's so big that you can't see it. It's the biggest country there.
Oh wait, that's Brazil.
Yes. Right?
Oops.
It's covering most of it. It's so big that you couldn't even see it. So Brazil's capital is Brasilia. And another famous country in South America is Argentina. So do you see what Argentina's capital is?
It looks like Buenos Aires.
Buenos Aires.
Sorry.
Yes, very
Buenos
good.
Aires.
Buenos Aires. And Colombia's capital is Bogota. Next is Chile with Santiago, Venezuela with Caracas, and Peru with Lima. So these are some of the more well-known, but there's many, many more, but we just covered some of them by the most population. And as we mentioned earlier, Antarctica is unique because there's technically no countries, but it's a gigantic continent, right? But what Antarctica does is it claims different parts of many different countries. So it claims part of New Zealand, part of Australia, part of France, part of Norway, United Kingdom, Chile, and Argentina. So Summer's looking at the globe. Very
Really?
good.
Oh, because they're so close.
Yeah, Antarctica is very south, right?
That's it doesn't have any countries here, but it's very close to other ones.
Yes, it's close to other ones, so it claims some of the other countries. But as you could probably imagine, not too many people live in Antarctica, right?
Because it's frozen cold. Like polar bears, penguins.
Actually, here's a fun fact since you mentioned polar bear and penguins. Did you know that polar bears live in the Arctic near the North Pole and penguins live on Antarctica near the South Pole? So you actually can't find polar bears in Antarctica. Isn't that interesting?
So, I know this was a lot of information and it will probably take a lot of time to remember. You might have to listen to this podcast several times to remember some of the countries and capitals. But just for fun, I want to see what you and also you at the audience remember. So let's play a quick game of country and capital. So I'm going to give you the country and you tell me what continent it's on and the capital. Okay?
All right. Are we allowed to look at the globe just a little bit or not at all?
Yeah, just really quick, but you have to answer within 3 to 5 seconds.
What?
Yeah.
Okay.
So really quick. If not, you don't know, you just say pass.
Okay.
So I hope our audience plays with us. So let's first, remember, I give you the country and you give me the continent and the capital, okay?
All right.
So let's start with Brazil.
I think
Brazil is in South America, and the capital is Brasilia.
Very good. China.
China's in Asia.
Beijing.
Asia, Beijing. Let's take turns, okay? So let's go back to Summer. Germany.
Sorry. Europe, Berlin.
Okay. Ardino 99. Egypt.
Egypt is in Africa, and its capital is. I forgot.
Cairo.
Cairo.
Okay. Summer. Japan.
Asia, Tokyo.
Very good. Ardino 99. Canada. What's the continent?
It's in North America, and its
Capital is
Ottawa.
You get the ones that are hard to pronounce, huh?
It's hard to pronounce
I know.
really a lot. For
I know.
me.
Let's give you the next one, which is easier. France.
It's in Europe,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm pretty sure the capital is Paris.
Very good.
Bali.
Summer. Chile.
I feel like that's in South America,
Very good.
Yeah.
but I don't know the capital.
I know.
Santiago, I think.
Yes, Santiago.
I don't even. Oh, there it is.
Yes,
Oh,
it's hard.
Oh.
Okay, and then we have a few more. Whose turn was it?
I think that's Ardina 99.
Okay, Ardina 99. You get another one that's probably hard to pronounce. Malaysia.
I don't know.
That's
At least the continent.
I don't remember. I forgot because there's so many.
Malaysia
This
is in
podcast.
Asia,
It's in Asia.
and its capital is. I know how to pronounce it a little bit. I just
Try it.
I just had that. I forgot. Like
Kuala Lumpur.
Yes. That's
Yes,
right.
Malaysia's Kuala Lumpur. Okay, I'm gonna give Ardino 99 another chance. Australia. Which continent is it on?
Australia.
Ah, very good.
So smart.
Sydney.
Sydney is the capital. Awesome.
It's where you do that singing thingy, opera. I think.
The opera is known. Yeah, the Sydney Opera is very well
Awesome.
known. I think what we're going to do is maybe we'll do an episode about travel. We just did the geography part right now, and we covered the continents, some of the countries, and some of the capitals, right? But next time we'll do a travel one. I think that should be a little bit more fun. Maybe you guys could share some of your very interesting and unique travel experiences. Okay. Great job for the both of you for playing, and for our audience also for playing along. Thank you so much. Hope you had a great time and enjoyed learning a little bit about our diverse world, and hope to see you next time. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
Bye. Hope you enjoyed our episode today and learned about some of the capitals of the most populated countries in the world, and even how to pronounce them. We actually got some help as well from the website manlylex.com. It's spelled MANYLEX.com/countries-capitals.php. Hope this will be helpful to you. Like I mentioned earlier, this website showed us the countries and their capitals along with their pronunciations. Thank you so much for spending part of your day with us, and we hope to speak to you in the next episode. Have a wonderful day.